from BS and Beer Media, it's Top of the Bleachers with Jason and Tucker.
Smith coming right, trying to outrun the coverage, makes a cut, gets it. Oh, he's still going. Oh, look at that. He's going to score. He's got the ball.
Let's see what the guys are talking about today.
Yo, yo, yo. Welcome to the Top of the Bleachers. It's Monday, February the 9th. Super Bowl was last night, so if everybody's hungover, make sure you get your aspirin and water and take it easy today. I had some guys call off work that took off vacation for Mondays as they knew what was going to be going on.
I can't remember who it was, but somebody said that if they were running for president, they would make the day after the Super Bowl, the day after the college championship, the day after the World Series would all be national holidays. Yeah.
People's got to go to work hungover. It's not that fun.
Well, March Madness is really bad because when the brackets come out and everything, like nobody gets any work done for like a week because everybody's like filling the brackets out, and then the tournament comes along.
I know, and they play them during the day too, so it's even harder to not pay attention.
Yeah,
it's tough. Anyway, long week. Happy Monday, and did you watch the Super Bowl?
I actually watched half of the Super Bowl. I watched the second half of the Super Bowl. I had prior commitments for the first half.
Gotcha. Well, it was not that exciting, so I don't think you missed much. It was a defensive battle first half. Not much offense, really. And then the whole halftime thing, we have to get into that. But then second half was a little bit more exciting, and then Seahawks defense, man, they dominated until that couple scores in the fourth quarter there or whatever. But and I saw your man DeMarcus Lawrence got him a ring. So
yeah, he didn't get it with the Cowboys, but yeah, he got him a ring. Yeah,
good for him.
Well, what's going on there anyway? Like I've noticed, like I was thinking about this the other day. So like, Steelers pick up Micah Parsons, they pick up Diggs, and they get Mike McCarthy. It's like the Steelers are wanting everything.
Steelers didn't get Parsons and Diggs.
Oh, not Steelers, the Green Bay. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Green Bay. Yeah.
I got my cities mixed up.
yeah. McCarthy did go to the Steelers though.
McCarthy did go.
He looked like he was about 85 years old, and he might need to. I'm out of shape, but dang, bro needs to not eat a Twinkie or two.
So let's do a way too early Super Bowl prediction for next year.
Lord,
who's in the Super Bowl next year?
I don't know.
You got to say the Patriots, man, as young as their quarterback is and as good as they look this year, they got a real shot at coming back.
I got to thinking about this, though. But, I mean, they didn't really play anybody all year. They had to beat the Dolphins and the Jets. You know what I mean? And the Bills, but the Bills were wishy-washy all year.
It did help that the AFC was quite a bit down from where it normally is.
Yeah. But meanwhile, Seahawks go 14-2 and had to beat San Fran and the Rams and
everybody in it. Yeah, I'm with you, man. I definitely think that the weaker conference this year was the AFC. But at the same time, you can only play who they put in front of you, man. You know what I mean? Cowboys versus Texas. That would be awesome, dude. That would be so awesome.
I don't know. I mean, these two teams, you gotta think, could make another run. Seattle, if they keep their defense together and I don't know about contracts and all that stuff, you know what I mean? Like who's coming back, we'll have a better pick after free agency and stuff, right? But just based off this year's team, you would think they'd be favorites to come back.
I do have some silver lining for you Minnesota Viking fans out there that just watched one of your quarterbacks that you turned away go win a Super Bowl. y'all never had the defense that Seattle had. Okay. So Darnold didn't necessarily go out there and Tom Brady it. Like he didn't go out there and just, beat them down with his offensive skills or anything like that.
Yeah.
He went out there and played solid defense.
Yeah,
and
defense. The defense is
won the turnover battle.
Mm-hmm.
Arnold played well. He wasn't stupendous. He wasn't,
over.
He played well. He played well.
Well, he went 19 for 38.
Yeah.
For 200 yards. 202.
Yeah, I think the over was 300 yards on him, and he ends up throwing for under that.
Yeah, on our short we did. I think it was at like 230 or 240 or something then that was a week, before the game or whatever. Yeah. And we would have got the over on May. He ended up with 295, but we would have lost on Darnold. He got 202. Of course, May threw it 43 times. There's a lot of 27 for 43. 27 completions. That's quite a few. And then, of course, Walker was running all over the place.
I actually thought that the Patriots had a better defense than what showed up in the Super Bowl. And sometimes you have a Super Bowl where you think, man, if they replayed that, there's a chance the other team could win. This was not one of those Super Bowls. I feel like the Patriots were very outmatched.
You don't think they just choked?
No, I don't think they just choked. I mean, the 2 weeks off might have had something to do with it. I know it's crazy and all, but you get in this rhythm of playing every week and you got a good, roll or feel going on your team, rhythm, whatever you want to call it. And then boom, let's do 2 weeks of media where you do nothing but go out and stand in front of people and ask stupid questions about Bad Bunny. And then we'll go and play the game in 2 weeks. And I think that makes a difference to some teams, man. It didn't seem to make a difference to Seattle. They just picked up right where they left off. But Patriots did not look as of course, their first round game against who was it they played in the snow
this year?
It was the Broncos. Didn't they play the Broncos in like a snowstorm or something like that?
Too many games since then, bro. Too many games. We're talking about yesterday. Okay, let's just hang in that zone.
I'm just saying that.
Yeah,
I think Seattle was a better team.
I think it's definitely a factor which team handles that 2 week period of all the distractions and stuff. That's a factor for sure, because you got family and tickets and your junior high coach texting you and needing it's it's a lot going on, I'm sure. So,
well, I saw a clip of Troy Aikman talking about this. I think it was on the Rich Eisen show. And shout out to the Rich Eisen show. Y'all ever want to have us on, y'all just give us a call.
Rich.
Yeah. But he was talking about when he went to the Super Bowl, like he locked himself down in the hotel room. And like the only time he left his hotel room was to go and do his media, obligations. And then it was right back to the hotel room. And he said he had teammates and everything that went out on the town and did stuff. He said, but he was, locked in his hotel room. So I don't know. Drake May's young. This is his second year and he went to the Super Bowl. Patriots have a very, very bright upside, I think.
Yeah, but you can't go on that. Ask Dan Marino. Yeah, I mean,
I was thinking that. There, I was actually thinking that last night when I was watching him in his press conference, which he handled very well. You just lost the biggest game of your life, and everybody's asking you questions about, well, why didn't you do this and why didn't you do that? And he handled it well.
What's he going to do? He's running for his life all night. What's he supposed to do? I mean,
in the second half, when he did get a chance to actually throw the ball, I mean, he dropped 2 right in the bread basket. He threw one between 4 defenders it was amazing. It was amazing that you could throw that pass. You know what I mean? And not get it picked off.
Yeah.
But I was thinking that watching him in his post-game press conference, like, this might be your only shot. Marino never got to go back to another one,
Yeah,
And
I know. You never know, man.
plus, like you said, with free agency and your teammate, you got to. I don't know how old Hunter Henry is, but I feel like he's been around for a while. I don't know how much longer he's got.
Yeah.
What happens in free agency and the offseason will, it'll make I'm sure every team in the AFC is trying to get better, except the Steelers. Steelers aren't trying to get better. They're trying to do the same thing they always do.
Yeah.
9-8.
Well, Walker won the MVP, and I mean, he deserved it. 27 carries, 135 yards. I mean, he was just.
I thought there was a chance that we might get a defensive player win the MVP this year.
Yeah, I know. If the Patriots would have won, I mean, I don't know. That Gonzalez kid was pretty amazing. He made some crazy plays.
He's pretty good. He's pretty good.
Yeah, but Seattle's defense, man, just that's crazy. Ernest Jones had 11 tackles. He had the most. But yeah, they were all over the place, man. And that Witherspoon, I've been watching him all year too. I had him on my one of my fantasy teams, and he makes plays like that. Like he's a good player. Anyway,
they put together a really good team in Seattle. So
who's your pick then? These two teams back here next year? Is that what you're saying?
Well, first of all, I don't want to just dismiss what Brandon said about Texans Cowboys. Okay? And I think he's got a good chance of getting half that right, because the Texans are on an upward tick and they played really well this year. If they can build on what they did this year, maybe bring in a little bit more talent for CJ, or maybe on the defensive side of the ball, I could definitely see the Texans making a run. Cowboys, on the other hand, it's been 30 years, man. 30 years. I'm just pretty much at this point, like, they're going to have to prove it to me. They're just going to have to prove it to me. So I think I'll take.
Oh no! Let's see here.
I think I'll take. Let me think about this for a second.
I think the Chargers got a good shot of making that run.
Will Mahomes get back for next season, or is next season pretty much out? Because it was late in the year when he did that.
Yeah, I bet it'll be close.
Was his a knee or an Achilles? I can't remember.
I think it was a knee, I believe.
It was a knee?
I think so.
So there's a good chance you get Mahomes back. That makes the AFC stronger. Bo Nix look good.
Broncos
pick somebody out of NFC, though.
Broncos could make a run for it. They sure could.
Yeah. I think next year I'll take Broncos and the Washington Commanders. I think that's who I'm going to take.
Okay. All right, you stick with that. I'm going to say out of the AFC next year.
Tough, man. And it's a year out. You don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah, I don't know what's going to happen. Right as of right now, though.
Oh, dude, I forgot about Harbaugh being with the New York Giants now.
I know. I was just looking at that. Harbaugh versus Harbaugh. We got to have that again, right?
Yeah.
Chargers or Broncos? I'm gonna see.
I'm
gonna take the Broncos. Broncos versus Bears.
Broncos and Bears. I like
There's your hot take for you there, buddy.
Broncos and Bears.
That's a guess. That ain't gonna happen.
I would go with I might pick the Chargers out of the AFC, except I'm not really sold on Herbert now. Like I feel like in the big games, like he kind of disappears and doesn't do well. And he's going to have to get over that for me to, buy into the chart. I like Harbaugh and I like the style of football that they play. And they seem to be not every game, but a lot of games they're in, like they're in it. But Herbert, man, he's had a couple instances now where he's kind of Tony Romo'd it. Like he's, he's gotten to that point where he's got to prove himself and he doesn't end up doing it. And I love Tony Romo, don't get me wrong, but I mean, Tony couldn't get over that hump,
Yeah. Well,
the same hump Dak's trying to get over now. And I don't know if Dak can do it either. So,
go back to the original question here. I don't think they choked, but I just think Seattle's better.
I think they are too.
I just think they're better. They're really good. Next year, after free agency and trades and all that stuff happens, then we'll see. We'll see where we're at.
And you're also talking about stupid people in front offices. Like Seattle's liable to do something dumb like trade away Sam Darnold or trade away half their defense. Because what I remember from the Cowboys winning the Super Bowl is like we won the first Super Bowl and we had a bunch of guys under contract that we got to bring back. But after the next Super Bowl, it was almost like we had to build another team because we had like 5 major components and then we just had to start because everybody was worth something now because they've been to the Super Bowl and they'd won a Super Bowl.
Yeah, it's time to get paid.
Off to go to another team because Jerry ain't paying them.
I know he should have though because they just won the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I know it.
Anyway, so yeah, football's over. No more football till August. I saw it was like 200 days or something. I was like 200 days. Yeah. That's forever. So
can't say that I'm too sad about it right now. Okay.
Yeah. Give me
a couple of let March Madness end, and I'll be like, "Is it time for football yet? Let's start football back up."
True. They should just play. They should stretch out their seasons so that one ends, the other one starts. So never.
Well, they had that summer league come in and try. They've had a few summer leagues come in and try to get a foothold.
Yeah,
it's just not. I don't know. I guess because you've got everybody trained now. Like summertime's not football season. You've got everybody trained now. We show up in the fall to watch football. End of summer, beginning of fall, that's when we watch football.
Yeah. We'll see what happens next year. But I'm with you. That June, July is rough for some football. I don't know. It's like a year-round thing now. I mean, they have the NFL Network. They talk about something every day. You know what I mean?
Oh, I love going to ESPN Classics and watching some of the old games. If they show some of the really older games, like the late 80s, early 90 games, all I can think is, man, guys today are a bunch of wimps. Man, are they a bunch of wimps? These guys played football. They're like running in and clotheslining each other.
Did I see that video of this new game they're trying out, Punch Out or whatever it's called? Have you seen this? It's these heavyweights, okay? Yeah. Picture an offensive lineman that's a power lifter, that's a bodybuilder looking dude.
Okay.
And I don't know how far away they start from each other. No pads, no helmet, nothing like that.
All right.
They take off running as hard as they can and run at each other.
Yeah. How do you win?
I guess you knock the other guy down or out or something. Sometimes they both get knocked out. It's crazy. You haven't seen this?
I haven't seen it. What I have seen, what it reminds me of though, is American Gladiator. You remember they had that one game where you took the football, you had to run down through there and put it in the little bins or whatever.
Hang on.
And the gladiator knocked your head off if you got too close.
This is Happy Punch posted this here. Hang on a minute. I'll share this for you here.
You sure this isn't AI generated now?
Dude, if it is, it's impressive. I will tell you that, but they didn't look like it. I'm gonna share this here. If the sound's all messed up, I apologize. So here we go. Hopefully you can see it. You see this? You see the okay, so it's not that far apart, right? It's pretty close. Watch this
20
though.
yards, about 20 yards maybe.
Oh, wow!
How did you?
Oh my God!
It's good night, Irene.
Look at this. That is textbook.
This is crazy, man. Look at this.
Oh, they're carrying a ball of some sort.
Yeah, I was carrying a ball. Oh,
Are they both carrying a ball? Or just one of them's carrying a
just
ball?
one of them looks like. Oh, that was it. Dude, that's the
Dang.
craziest thing I've seen in a while. What the heck is
I
going
don't
on?
know
First
why you
time
would-
I watched that. Oh my
It's like
gosh.
it's like they took sumo wrestling and souped it up. You know what I mean?
I saw that and I was like, dude. these
Well,
guys
if
are
you-
nuts.
you
Did
know-
see the guys slapping each other. Right?
Yeah.
You seen that?
Yeah. I ain't
Good
doing that
Lord.
either. You ain't slapping me. I ain't putting my hands to my side and letting another man slap me as hard as he can. I don't care if I even get to slap, next.
I wonder if they win something for losing. Because if you lose and you don't win anything, I'm definitely not doing that.
Dude,
You're like, would you let
Oh.
Mike Tyson punch you for $1 million?
here's what I would do. I would say,
maybe.
okay, I'll play if I get to go first. And then if my slap doesn't knock the other guy out, I'm done.
I quit.
Done. I quit. Forfeit.
Oh man, that would suck. I would chase you down the parking lot and be like, you come here, I owe you one. That would suck.
There's an old Buddy Hackett joke about that.
About this.
Guy hunting ducks, and his duck falls on a farmer's land, and so he crawls over the fence to get the duck, and the farmer just happens to pop up and says, "What are you doing?" He says, "Oh, I shot this duck and it landed over here. I'm just getting it and I'm going right back." He says, "That's my duck." He said, "Landed on my land, that's my duck." He said, "I've been hunting all day, I ain't seen nothing. Let me have the duck." He said, "No." He said, "I tell you what, we'll play a game. I'll kick you in the crotch as hard as I can, and you kick me in the crotch as hard as you can, and whoever gives up first, the other guy can have the duck." He says, "All right." So the farmer says, "All right, I go first," and kicks the guy, and the guy doubles over, throws up, rolls around in pain, gets up, says, "All right, my turn." He says, "Oh, you can have the duck."
Oh, that's just wrong. That's
See,
so
you'd
wrong.
still have to kick the guy, right? You'd have
Yeah.
to.
I'm getting that guy back later when he ain't looking.
I don't. I would have never agreed to the contest.
For $1 million? I'd be like, yeah, but you can't be hitting me in the face. Like, I'll take a body shot. I'll let you hit me up in the back. Don't be
No.
hitting me in the face or the
You
head. I
remember
don't want
when-
brain damage.
Yeah, you remember back when Mike Tyson was knocking everybody out? I had friends all the time. "Oh, I get in the ring with Mike Tyson for me." I was like, "You're an idiot because you're going to spend that $1 million on your hospital bill because he's going to kill you."
Plastic surgery to put your face back together.
Yes. No.
Jeez.
No.
No,
I do like these clips on TikTok where the woman asks the husband or the boyfriend, "Would you punch me in the face for $1 billion?" He's like, "I would knock you out." I would, like, just not.
So this one was guy like, "Would you slap me for whack?" He was like, wait a minute. You don't even know. Oh. Anyway, on from the football. We got some NBA stuff, man. There was a lot of trades. They had the trade deadline and all that stuff coming through.
Yeah, it was
And-
crazy. Something like, man, I saw Orange Ham posted the stat in our group text I was trying to find, but it was like 25% of the league or something switched places
I did see something like that. Yeah.
It's like
That's
ridiculous, man.
Yeah, AD and Trey Young end up at the Wizards. Harden ends up at the Cavs. Jared McCain to OKC. Like what? And they didn't even have to give
Yeah.
anybody up. I mean,
Well, they got so many picks, man. That's all I'd be using. I wouldn't be using any of my players.
Kennard went to the Lakers, which was kind of surprising. He's a good player, but he's like nobody ever talks about him. I don't know why. I think he averages like 20 a game. I don't know. And then I know he don't play much, but Dillingham went to the Bulls. I didn't really know if he was going to pan out anyway because he's not very big. He's a little bitty guy. I don't know. How's Reed Shepherd doing this year? You seen anything on
15.
him?
It was roughly 15% of the league. No, I haven't. I'll be honest with you. I haven't really been keeping up with the NBA because football has been going on and college basketball.
Mm-hmm.
I usually don't. And I'm one of those guys that I don't really get too involved in the NBA until,
Mm-hmm. Well,
we get past the All-Star break and the Cup championship has been announced because, I'm just big on the Cup.
Well,
it's also become the college game is bad, but the NBA game has become really hard to watch sometimes when neither team can hit a shot. You know what I mean? Like I watched a half of, I can't even remember who I watched on that, but both teams cold as ice, and all they do is just keep jacking threes. At some point, go to the basket and shoot layup. You know?
Man. They don't know about that. I got the standings here pulled up too. I thought we can go through this a little bit. The Pistons are number 1 in the East. Cunningham, man, he's been playing really good all year.
Yeah.
The Knicks are in second. My Orlando is all the way down at 7. I don't know what our freaking problem is. We got guys. We can't be all healthy at the same time is one thing. That's one thing to go. It's like Wagner's out for a while, then Caro out for a couple of weeks. It's like nobody. Suggs is like on time restrictions and stuff because of knee problems. If we could all get healthy and be out here at the same time, we might actually win a couple. But right now, we're just like a 500 team, basically 27 and 24.
I feel like you had the same problem last year too, trying to keep guys healthy.
Yeah, we did have a couple of injuries. What was that? Strained oblique or whatever it was that everybody was getting, seemed like. I don't know.
I don't have any obliques.
And then the cellar dweller is the Pacers, 13 and 40.
Just a couple years ago, they were like, a game away from going to the championship.
Yeah, pretty bad there. And then over in the West,
well, when your superstar pops his Achilles, it sets you back quite a bit.
Well, then you trade your other one away. I mean,
yeah. Well, Celtics are also like kind of going through that too. Like Jalen's having to step up and be the man in Boston, and
they're currently 3rd.
He's not doing a bad job, but I feel like they'd be in first place if Tatum was on the floor. Like if it was him and Tatum, I feel like they might be in first place.
I haven't heard it kind of return time on him either. I saw something that he might sit out the whole year, and then I saw something that I don't know. Have you seen anything? I haven't seen anything about him.
No.
Anyway, over in the West, of course, OKC, they're up 4 games or something, 3.5 games up on the Spurs right now. Spurs look good, man. I like them. Wemby's good. What's his name? What's his name? Castle.
Castle. Yeah.
Yeah, that kid's good, bro.
I feel like the Spurs are like they're right there. They're like right there. Did they pick up anything in the trade?
I don't think so. This play though, like I think it was maybe last night. Wemby like blocks a shot going out of bounds on their end, right? Blocks a shot, falls out of bounds, runs to the other end, a couple passes, goes right down the middle, alley-oop dunk within 15, 20 seconds. He's when he's locked in, he's like everywhere. He's blocking shots and making threes and dribble drive. This dude's 7 foot tall.
Yeah, and the thing that
Ridiculous.
gets me is he's like 12 years old. You know, is he old enough to drink yet? I don't even know if he's old enough to drink yet.
I don't know. He was born last Tuesday. I don't know.
He's only going to get better with time, which is crazy to think,
it is
because
crazy.
he's already, and he doesn't seem to have, and I don't want to jinx him, but he doesn't seem to have the kind of problems that a lot of big men have. Like he doesn't seem to be injury prone.
Yeah, we hope not. I hope not for him. He needs to put on some weight though, and keep strengthening up. You know what I mean, so that he doesn't have injuries like that. But yeah, so far staying healthy and stuff and playing well. Part of that's being young. Yeah, you got some dogs in the background. What's up?
Yeah, I got a little marriage significant other tip, girlfriend tip.
Yeah, hit it with us. Hit this with some knowledge here.
So started going to the gym, you know. So when you start working out, what do you typically do? You go weigh yourself. So I go to the bathroom. I get the bathroom scale. I step on it, and when I step on it, it says LO, and then it shows me my weight. And I stepped off. I said, "Oh, the battery's low in this." So I go into the kitchen and, take the battery out, put a new battery in, put screw back in. 4 pounds heavier. Okay, 4 pounds heavier. Okay. So here's my tip for you. The next time that she makes you mad, okay, the next time that she gets angry at you, don't argue with her. Don't cause a scene. Just be quiet. And the next time she leaves the house, go in the bathroom and put a fresh battery in her scale.
Is there a way to adjust it some way where you can make it be like 10 pounds heavier than it's supposed to be?
The older ones that had the needle, I remember there was like a little thing where you could adjust it, but I think these new digital ones, I don't think you can.
Man, you can really mess with someone. I've been working out for 2 weeks and I've gained 15 pounds. What? You been sneaking candy bars tonight? No, I swear. Sure.
I remember a story out of, you remember the Reader's Digest? You remember those? My mom and dad used to get the Reader's Digest.
My granny got them.
I used to read those, and there was a story in there one time about two neighbors that lived next to each other. And he came home one of the neighbors came home with a new car and was bragging about his new car and everything. And for like a week straight, his neighbor went out and filled up his gas tank without him knowing it. And he drove like his car for a week, and he was bragging like, "I'm getting amazing gas mileage out of this car."
Oh my gosh. What?
And then the following week, he started siphoning gas out of his neighbor's car every night. And his neighbor was like, "I was getting 60 something miles a gallon, and now I'm getting 4 miles a gallon or something."
Oh, wow.
Anyway,
that's mean trick right there.
Yeah. Those are the best ones to play, though, when nobody knows but you,
Yeah. All right. Well, anyway, other NBA stuff. I know you said you ain't really got into it much yet, but fix it too. I mean, we're like the All-Star break coming up here.
I got nothing. I got nothing else to watch now. I got NCAA basketball. I got NBA, and college baseball kicks off in 2 days, 1 day, Friday. Something like that. Friday.
Yeah. Or well, I mean, there may be other games before that, but the Hogs play Friday.
Yeah. So we got that, and then once college baseball is over, gets kind of bad.
It gets pretty quiet there for a little bit, huh?
Yeah.
Well, we can move on to basketball then, or college basketball anyway. And then I got a couple of college football things, but college basketball, they put the AP poll came out. Some interesting things on here. Kentucky, number 25 in the country now, which is
climb back.
Climbed their way back. And bro, I don't know how. It's a good thing I don't gamble on them a lot, because I would pick them to lose every game. I really would. And then they win every game. And I'm like, yeah, how'd they do that? So, and this one was no different. Like they had to, have another miracle, get a win. Yeah, I mean,
they've had like 3 this year that have been like buzzer beater type ball games. And it kind of worries me because we haven't, as the Razorbacks, we haven't really faced that. Like, if I feel like we either dominate the team we're playing or we get dominated by the team that we're playing. Like, we haven't had these close ball games. And when you make the NCAA tournament, we've had a couple.
Yeah.
When you make the NCAA tournament, you're going to have a lot more of those. And I feel like we need, not that I want to win them, don't get me wrong, but I feel like we need some closer battles.
That Michigan State game seems like forever ago too.
Yeah.
So that's a long time ago. But let's see who else we got. Of course, Arizona State number 1, number 2, Michigan. Houston moved up to number 3. They beat crud. Who was it they beat? BYU. They just beat BYU like a couple nights ago. Duke dropped down to 4. UConn dropped to 6 to St. John's.
Yeah, St. John's. That was a good ball game. I only caught like the last 10 minutes of it, but that was a good ball game.
It was a good game. North Carolina moved all the way up to number 11. They beat Duke this weekend.
North Carolina. I feel like North Carolina and Duke are kind of like they're kind of like Notre Dame when it comes to people voting for them. Like, they just automatically, doesn't matter what their record is, they automatically vote for Duke and North Carolina.
Yeah. And then let's see. Florida is the highest ranked SEC team. They're at number 14. Funny, Texas Tech and Vanderbilt are both ahead of us, and we beat both of them. But, Kentucky beat us, and they're behind us. So, I don't know. I don't know. And I think Miami, we still got the 2 undefeateds, right? So we still got Arizona and Miami, Ohio. Are both still undefeated. And I think, hold on a minute before I lie to you. I want to make sure, because I thought I saw Miami. Miami made the top 25, the number 23.
Sweet.
24-0. And then Arizona's 23-0 right now. But Arizona got some tough games coming up, man. They've got, let's see, they play Kansas tonight. Kansas is number 9. That'd be a good tough at Kansas as well. And then later this week, I think they play, where did I see them at? Texas Tech at Arizona is next Saturday. So they got some tough games coming up. So we'll see if they stay undefeated. But anyway, the big game tonight, right? Arizona at Kansas, 1 versus 9. We'll see if Peterson gets to play a lot or not, or what they're doing with him. And then that was only top 25 matchup tonight anyway. Then tomorrow night, Tuesday night, you got Vandy at Auburn. Auburn's not ranked anymore, but they are favored in this game by -2.5.
Auburn's tough to beat at home, man.
They are. Then you got Arkansas at LSU. This is all on Tuesday night. Purdue at Nebraska. And North Carolina at Miami. Those are some good games for Tuesday night. And then Wednesday night, the only one I saw that was top 25 matchup or whatever, number 14, Florida at Georgia. So Florida and Georgia got to play this week. That should be a good and Georgia's not ranked anymore, so they got to, prove themselves again, after the hot start to the year.
Yeah.
Thursday and Friday, I didn't see anything worth a crap, to be honest with you. Like top 25 teams, Thursday night, there was no top 25 games. Friday night, there's a couple of them, but they're like lopsided, And then Saturday, man, next Saturday is crazy. There's some crazy games on. Auburn at Arkansas, Clemson at Duke. Clemson's number 20.
Yeah.
UCLA at Michigan. Kansas at Iowa State. That's a top 10 matchup right there. A&M at Vanderbilt. Kentucky at Florida.
That'd be a good one.
That might be a good one. And then Texas Tech at Arizona. And then whether you don't know it or not, Gonzaga at Santa Clara for the WCC championship, probably. Santa Clara is like 12-1 or something like that in the conference. And,
Well, I kind of hope they.
Did you see Portland beat? Did you see Portland beat Gonzaga the other night?
No.
That's their one loss was to Portland. So they're 11-1 in the conference, I think. So big time matchup in the WCC if anybody cares about that. Which doesn't really matter. Gonzaga always wins, but so a lot of games going on this week, and I saw that we're exactly 2 months away from the championship game or something.
Oh yeah.
So the season's going to come to an end quick here. We just got February, which we're already like almost halfway through, and then March. Start doing conference tournaments, and then March Madness and all that. It's going to be right here on us before we know it.
I'm ready, man.
So
I was sitting here trying to find the score for the UCA game the other night, and I cannot find it.
UCA Bears, you mean?
Yeah.
Do you know, are they division? I can help you here. Hang on. Actually, maybe I can't.
I'm trying to remember what conference they're in.
They're not in. Are they?
Yeah, they play Austin P. They're in their Division 1, but I can't remember what.
I'm on the teams page right now, and I just did a search for them. I didn't find nobody. Hang on. You see A 0. 0-0. This is crazy. We're going to have to go look them up on a.
Yeah. I can't remember what conference they're in. Anyway, they got Austin P coming up. And I didn't remember to look to see if they won the other night. They had a chance to move toward the top of the league.
Here we go. Basketball.
Here we go.
Schedule. Here we go. I'm getting close now.
All right, they beat Lipscomb by 8, and now they got North Alabama.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw the Lipscomb when they were talking how that was kind of a good win. But
they're in second place in their conference.
Mm-hmm. Well, they lost by 40 to North Carolina, and they lost by 40 to us. So,
well, they also played pretty well against Vanderbilt. They still lost, but they played pretty good against Vanderbilt.
No, they lost by 11. That's better.
The only reason I'm bringing them up is because the other day we were talking about dark horses for the NCAA tournament, and I hadn't thought about the Bears, but if they keep winning and they can beat Austin P and take control, they actually might have a shot at making the NCAA tournament.
Oh, they have to win their tournament. You can't lose to Eastern Kentucky or Bellarmine or Southern Methodist. Oh, SMU, okay. They got beat by them by 17. They're gonna have to win their tournament. What conference is this?
They're in the Atlantic, or no, they're in the A-Sun.
The A-Sun.
The A-Sun.
Let me look this up. Why did they not show up Central Arkansas? Oh my gosh, bro.
Yeah.
It wouldn't come up in my search because I was typing in UCA. Central Arkansas. Boo. Anyway.
Oh. Yeah.
Let me pull this one up because this has a little bit better view. Here we go. So they've won how many in a row here? Dadgum, they've won 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in a row. They went from being 8 and 10 or 7 and 10
to 14,
to 14 and 10 now. That's pretty wild. That's wild behavior. But they got destroyed in the non-con. Holy mackerel. They played some decent teams in there, but they also lost some that are head scratchers. Little Rock even beat them by 40. Good grief.
No. Yeah, their coach was talking before the game about how he's not sure what has happened the last 7 ball games.
He doesn't even know.
No, seriously, like I'd never heard a coach say this before. He's like, I don't know if we've just gotten closer as a team. I don't know if we've just gotten hot from the field. I don't know. He said, I do know it's not because we're playing better defense. That's what he said. He said, it's not because we're playing better defense. It's everything is happening on the offensive end of the floor. So he was kind of taking a shot at his team while complimenting his team at the same time.
I have zero confidence in you if you tell me. I don't know what's working. I don't really know. We're just winging it out here, and it just happened to work out. What? No, I don't have much confidence in that. Did you hear the one coach? I forget. It might have been UCLA's coach or Arizona's coach, somebody, but he was talking about his team fouling. He's like, "Oh yeah, we'll foul you. Yeah, if we can figure out a way how to foul you, we'll foul you. We're good at it. That's one of our strengths."
I love it.
I
love it when coaches are passive aggressive. I absolutely love it when coaches are passive. Because there's one idiot sitting down toward the end of the bench is like, so coach wants us to foul. When we get in there, we need a foul.
He said we were good at this. I'm just trying to play into my strengths here, coach.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, anyway, we got some good games on tonight. I'll be watching that Arizona-Kansas game for sure. Especially since the wife's out of town. I have free reign to watch ball games all I want to. So I love you, honey. If you're listening, I love you. Free reign to the ball games now. Moving on to some college football news. I don't know if you saw this, but North Dakota State made a bid, paid a bunch of money, and got into the FBS. They are now going to be part of the Mountain West Conference.
Why didn't they join the Pac-12? They're Montana State. They should.
They're not that great.
Wait, was it Montana or North Dakota?
North Dakota State. They've been dominating the FCS for a while now. Everybody's kind of happy they're leaving. This is kind of the gist I got. But the conference they're joining, right? Mountain West. So you got Air Force, Hawaii, Nevada, New Mexico, Northern Illinois, San Jose State, UNLV, UTEP, Utah State, and Wyoming. So that's the conference you're going to be in.
Okay, hot take right here. I got a hot take for you.
They're going to win.
Within 3 years, North Dakota is in the 12. Or the 16. I guess they're going to bump it out, or they're talking about it.
Yeah. Well, I think they've already said something about it's going to stay the same for 1 more year or something. I don't know. Unless something happens. I've seen different views on that. I saw a couple guys were like, man, you can't go to 16. You can't go to 24. You're going to ruin it. You're going to ruin the regular season. All these games aren't going to mean as much if you can lose 2 or 3 times and still make it in. And I see that side of it because it does make each game like, okay, dude, you can't lose. You have to win every game if you want to be there. But at the same time, I feel like it's kind of what everybody wants to see, and that's what every sports. That's what you always do at the end of the year. You have a big tournament and figure out who's the champion. I mean, I don't know.
I don't think it's
Seems kinda
really the I don't think it's really the number of teams that you let in so much as you have a bunch of bowl games that nobody's watching, you know? Nobody's watching them because they're all sitting around. The only thing anybody cares about is the college football playoff. And if you're outside, I mean, sure, if you're a fan of a team and they're playing in the Liberty Bowl, you're probably going to watch it, but you're not excited about it, like
Yeah.
you are if they were in the college football playoff. So it's really the bowl games, the money that the bowl games produce, the sponsors, so I just feel like if we expand it out to like say 16, 20 teams, something like that, you'll still get good bowl games. You just make every round a bowl game. You'll still get your sponsors in there and everything. Nobody expects North Dakota State, if they make it into the 20, to make a run and go to the championship. You know what I mean? It's just, it's a chance. You're giving somebody a chance, man. You're giving them a chance. It's kind of like that old story Jerry Clower used to tell about coon hunting, right? And he'd be like, they didn't believe in shooting a coon out of a tree. You knocked the coon out of the tree into the pack of dogs, and you gave the coon a fighting chance. Now, there were 20 dogs, okay? But that coon had the opportunity to whoop every one of them dogs and walk off. It's a chance.
Jerry Clower reference. Wow.
Jerry Clower, yeah.
Oh my gosh. Everybody, that's crazy.
If you don't know who Jerry Clower is, you can YouTube him, and I promise you, if you don't laugh, you don't have a sense of humor if you don't laugh.
Let me see here. Ooh. Let's see. So this will start in 2026. Okay. They had to pay nearly $12 million to join the conference, which is in addition to the $5 million it'll pay the NCAA to move to the FBS. So they got to pay the NCAA $5 million, and then they had to pay the Mountain West $12 million to get in.
Though, from today's, like, I know this sounds crazy because $5 million and $12 million is a lot of money, but from today's NIL money and today's like contracts that they're signing in the pros and stuff, that doesn't really sound like a lot of money. It doesn't sound like they really had to pay that much to get in.
Yeah, true. Could have been like $100 million or something, right?
Yeah, that's what I would expect. Oh, you got to pay $1 billion if you want into the SEC.
Yeah. Well, they're really talking about how it's going to affect the FCS level because they've won 10 of the last 15 national championships. So
well, I guarantee you they're not winning the one next year.
No, they're not. 2026, they're going to be, they got to beat UNLV and Air Force.
Would be cool. It would be cool to see them do really well in their conference next year, though.
Yeah. We'll see how they do. We'll keep an eye on them. We'll keep a little birdie's eye on them for
I wonder what kind of NIL money they got at North Dakota State.
I don't know. Apparently, well, they've won all these championships. They probably got a whole war chest full of it. You know what I mean? Then we'll just spend a little bit and we'll move up, and then we'll really make some big bucks when we win championships.
You start seeing all these 5-stars start going to North Dakota State. You'll know what's going on.
Yeah, they're rich. Speaking of rich, I don't know if you saw this, but the Southeastern Conference is distributing more than $1 billion to its 16 universities for the 24-25 physical year, so last year. The total distribution jumped more than $200 million from the previous year. And let's see, $37 million of that is for the universities that participated in the college football playoff and bowl games. Okay.
Nice. And not us.
Um,
What about the guys that finished last in the league? What do we get?
Also, Oklahoma and Texas did not get a full share either, because they joined in July of 2024, so they weren't there the whole year.
You know what's crazy about this is instead of giving the guys that participated in the college football playoff more money, they should be giving the more money to the teams that finished at the bottom of the league so they can compete with the people at the top of the league. That would be like lifting up your conference. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not just saying this because my team's at the bottom of the league, but that is one of the reasons I'm saying this.
Well, I think they split it out between the teams that are part of the thing or whatever. 72 million average per school. Each school got that much. And then it's approximately 18 million above the year before and 53.8 million for full members, which I think would be us. We'd be considered a full member, but we didn't get extra for going to playoffs or bowl games or nothing. Let's see. Anyway, that's about it on that story. But anyway, that's a thing. That's a lot of money. And I'm assuming other conferences do that too, right? Like I thought the rev share. No, that's right, because it's per conference, right? So, do conferences do that? They do, right? Or is this the NCAA thing? I thought it was the whole NCAA, all the schools, all the athletes, everybody, and then it splits, that way. Each school gets 20 million or whatever. That's not how it works.
No, the SEC is going to get more money than, say, the WAC. The WAC's not going to get as much money because they didn't generate as much money.
I mean, that makes sense, but
yeah, if you don't have as many eyeballs watching the WAC as you have watching the SEC or the Big 10 or the Big 12 or whatever, so they're going to get higher shares. Which honestly, yeah, it's the opposite way to do it. Like if you really wanted to build the leagues, you would help out those smaller leagues more. It's kind of like the NBA.
But like you said a minute ago, though, you don't want to give people stuff for losing, though. Like why should we get a bigger share than
because
Georgia?
We're at the bottom? Well, it's because it's kind of like the NBA draft or the NFL draft. Like those teams at the bottom end up getting the top picks because you're trying to bring the teams that are at the bottom up so they can compete with everybody. If Arkansas, well,
is that a different question?
Yeah, I mean, if you want to talk about fairness, then they're probably, all the money should probably go to 4 schools in the SEC, and the rest of us should be just a SOL.
Well, they got a little more, but everybody got a part, so it's not like some people got left out, I guess. So
I'm just trying to bring the teams at the bottom up, and then if your team happens to fall to the bottom, then the next year you get brought up or whatever. But if you have a team that's consistently, no matter how much money you give them, like the New York Jets or the Cleveland Browns, no matter how much money they throw at it, they can't fix their problems.
Well, it shouldn't matter though, right? If they're like everybody has 20 million to spend, that's all you get. There shouldn't be. Why is some schools getting more than others and stuff? Like
there's not a cap though. They're not saying
that's crazy.
It's kind of like we talked about earlier in the season. Revenue sharing is going to fix everything. We're going to get 20 million, and we were spending 5. Alabama's going to get 20 million, and they were spending 15. Well, now we're going to spend 25, and they're going to spend 35. It didn't even out anything.
I know, but they try to act like it did. Yeah, it's all even now. No, it's not.
If you want to even it out, you give the majority you give the teams at the bottom more so they can do better the next year. That makes sense in my head now.
Yeah, that's weird though, because then you'd have to be like, okay, I need to know where you spend it and make sure you're spending it on that
Well, we
sport
should
or
have
whatever.
we should already have that anyway. Like there ought to be some sort of policing, for a lack of a better term. There should be somebody that's overseeing all this, not just somebody. It should probably be a company that is overseeing what everybody's doing in the SEC or what everybody's doing in the Big Ten, and be like, whoa, 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 you can't do that. The rules say that you got to do this.
Well, it's supposed to be the NCAA. They don't do that. They can't do that. They get sued all the time. Or this whole Bediako thing too is still going on, I guess, or something. Did they have come out with a thing and said he could play or something? What was the deal?
It was a restraining order. They have a restraining order against the NCAA.
If they were supposed to have a meeting or something, was that today?
I don't know.
Let me see here.
I find it interesting that Alabama would risk it and play the kid, not knowing what the outcome is going to be. Like, let's say that they come out and they rule, okay, he's ineligible, and now you have to forfeit every game that he's played in. Well, that might keep you out of the NCAA tournament. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So, or they could even come out and like go big time and say, okay, well, no postseason play for you for 3 years or something like that. I feel like Alabama's taking a big risk by playing this kid and not having a definitive answer about it.
Yeah, I know, because the selection committee going to hold that against him and be like, hey, listen, you won like 4 or 5 games there where you had a professional player on your team.
Yeah.
Like you nixed for that. Well, anyway, the hearing was on Friday. Okay. The judge didn't rule immediately. So he's thinking about it. Okay.
Sure.
Which cleared him up to be able to go to Auburn to play this weekend, which they beat Auburn, which made Auburn fans mad. He's averaging 9.5 points, 5 rebounds, 1.5 blocks in 4 games. Alabama's 2-2 in those contests.
Yeah, I'm just saying it's a big risk, because if they finally come out and say that he's ineligible and you're one of the bubble teams, and now all of a sudden you have to forfeit 3 of the games that you won, or 4 of the games that you won, or however many of the games that you won with him playing on the floor, that could potentially keep you out of the NCAA tournament. I don't know. I don't think it was the smartest move. But you're talking about a university that, there was a guy that was under suspicion for murdering somebody, and they played him the next ball game. So it just, it's Alabama, man. We only care about winning. We don't care how we win. We just want to win.
Yeah. Well, I didn't know this part, but he was at Alabama for 2 seasons, 2021 to 2023. And then he was not selected in the 23 draft. Okay.
Yeah.
But you have to say, I forego my eligibility to enter the NBA draft. Like, that's a thing,
Yeah.
But anyway, he didn't get drafted. That's what they're saying. He never got drafted. He never played in the NBA.
When you say I forgo my eligibility, do you have to sign something? Do you have to put your name on something?
Yeah, I don't know. Back in my day, when I was thinking about foregoing my eligibility and going pro,
Yeah,
I don't know. That never happened to me. I don't know. They gave me some papers to not play anymore. Is that the same thing? You go home now.
Yeah. I still have my 4 years of eligibility.
I do too. I think. I don't know. Can you go to school for a couple of years and not participate in sports? And you still have 4 years of eligibility?
Yeah.
Or is it like you're a junior. You only got 2 years left.
No. You have 4 years of eligibility.
That's wild. That's wild work.
But unless they make like beer pong a college sport, then I'm probably not going to get to use my 4 years of eligibility.
Hell yeah. Pizza eating contest. I'm in.
Yeah.
I'm the winner.
Yeah.
My wife was like, I've never seen anybody like pizza as much as you. I'm like, you're right. You think I'd be burned out from all the places I've worked and stuff.
Mhm.
You think I'd be completely. I'm not, though. I could have. Matter of fact, if there was pizza here right now, I'd eat some of it. I just like pizza, man. I don't know. It's good. Eats pizza.
I'm that way with Mexican food. I'm pretty sure I could eat. I'm pretty sure I could eat fajitas and tacos and enchiladas. I'm pretty sure I could eat Mexican food 7 nights a week. I really think I could.
I could
Now,
probably do that too.
my belly would not be happy at me.
You'd get used to it, I bet, after a little while.
Dude, I'm 50. If I ain't gotten used to it by now, I don't know if I'm going to.
True. All right, man. Well, anything else before we get out of here? That's all I got. We went through all the leagues and, no more football for a few months. So
No more football. It's a sad day. We never really did talk about the halftime show about old Bad Bunny.
I didn't watch it. So all I saw was stuff people saying, I didn't understand a word of it, but it looked like he was having fun. That's all I heard. I was like, okay, whatever.
I did not watch it either. I ended up watching greatest Super Bowl commercials of all time. It was like 30 minutes long. But
was there a bunch of Bud Light ones in there?
Yeah, there was a bunch of Bud Light ones. They're funny. But the what I've seen on X, it was mixed reviews. Like some people said, "Oh, it was good," and some people said it was terrible, and there was no energy in the building. I don't know. I know that he did the whole thing in Spanish, and I watched a video of a guy who translated it. And I don't know if that's really what he was saying because I don't speak Spanish. This guy, it could have been a parody account or something.
Oh no!
But even in Spanish, it was like a 10th grade rap. It's like something you would write when you were a teenager, like my auntie found me a girlfriend or something like that. It was weird. But he did the whole thing in Spanish, and I don't know. Yeah. I don't know exactly what the NFL was going for or what they expected. Yeah. I saw a couple of shots of Roger Goodell on the sidelines during the halftime performance, and he looked lost. He looked very lost, and he didn't know what was going on.
Well, it's not him that picks him anyway. It's what's his face? His company.
Jay-Z's
Beyonce or whatever. They do the picking. So whatever, man. The thing, it ain't been good since Michael Jackson did it for the very first time.
Oh, I don't know. They've had a couple of good ones. They had one where they brought back all the 90s hip hop guys a couple years ago. That one was okay. Prince did one that was really good.
All right, I guess.
I remember Aerosmith and Britney Spears did one I thought was pretty decent. I thought it was okay.
Who cares about the halftime show?
Sponsors.
It's the same people that go to high school games to watch the band and leave it after halftime. It's the same group of people. Okay? If you care about the halftime show, bro, well, I mean, I'm here to watch the game.
We have taken
singing.
We've taken a championship and we've turned it into a spectacle, and the spectacle just keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger. It's like, and we've talked about this during the season. Like, I don't want you bringing politics into my sport. I don't want you bringing world views into my sport. I don't want you bringing social issues into my sport. I watch sports to escape that stuff. I have to deal with that stuff on a regular basis the rest of the time. When I turn on sports, it's to escape, to think about nothing but sport for that moment or whatever. And it's just like having to take 2 weeks to play the Super Bowl. It's ridiculous. All year long, you play for a week. You can play this one in a week. You don't need 2 weeks of media to build it up. It just makes it into a grander spectacle. And the ball game actually gets lost in the spectacle of the Super Bowl or whatever. So it just, I don't know. I haven't enjoyed a Super Bowl since 1995. So.
I saw this one guy said, "I'm not watching the Super Bowl. I haven't watched one since the Cowboys. I'm waiting for the Cowboys to get back there. I haven't watched one since then." And this guy was like, "Man, this guy ain't never going to watch another Super Bowl ever."
Yeah. You might go another 10, 15 years before you get to watch another Super Bowl, man.
This guy might never watch a football game, Super Bowl again. That's crazy.
I do believe the Cowboys will make it back to the Super Bowl, but I also believe that it won't happen until Jerry has gone on to glory land or has sold the team or something like that.
It'll probably be, the year passes away, probably.
Probably. It'll be like the 9/11 year where the Patriots won the Super Bowl, or the Katrina year where, the Saints won the Super Bowl. Jerry will die, and they'll do this big memorial for him, and the Cowboys will win the Super Bowl.
Yeah, sounds about right. All right, well, let's get out of here and eat some dinner and then watch this game.
People also ask me all the time, it's like, how can you be... it's been 30 years. How can you still be a Cowboys fan? It's like, but when it happens, it's going to make it so much sweeter because I've held on for so long.
Yeah, true. It should. In theory.
In theory, yeah.
Okay, well, let's see. What time is that? Man, that game doesn't even start till 8:00. What the heck? Bummer. There's some other stuff on though, but let's see if there's any other good games on. Let me see here. Navy and Bucknell, look out. NC State and Louisville is at 6. That might be pretty good. I've been kind of wanting to watch NC State anyway and see what Will Wade's up to over there.
Wasn't he the guy at LSU?
Yeah, he got caught cheating or whatever.
Got caught. Was he the one that got caught cheating, or was he the one that did he get caught cheating, or did he get caught like with a student or something? I feel like it was no.
I think it was cheating and stuff, recruiting stuff.
Well, he needs to contact. He needs to contact that coach at Ole Miss and learn how to do it right.
Something. Back then, there was no cheating, so now there is cheating. So whatever. It is kind of weird because even Sankey was like when the Arkansas job came open. A lot of people were like, "Oh, we need to get Will Wade. We need to get Will Wade." And Sankey basically went around and was like, "Listen, nobody needs to hire that guy." so he ended up not being in the SEC. So I don't really know what all he did, but he's got a bad rap right now. But he's come back around. He did really well at McNeese, and now he's at NC State.
Yeah, all he's got to do is hold out for, do well and hold out for a few years, and they'll Bobby Petrino him. They'll probably bring him back to LSU or something like that. It'll be crazy.
Probably will. Anyway, well, I'm gonna get off of here, and
thanks to everybody for joining us. If you're watching on YouTube, you can hit that like and subscribe. Also, we are on Facebook now. We're on Instagram now. We're on TikTok now. Was there something? Am I missing something?
TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. I think that's it. Yeah, we're gonna start. Everything's new on the other stuff, so we haven't really got much on there yet. But after today, we'll have some shorts to put on there, and we'll start putting stuff on there as well. So appreciate anybody watching.
So if you see something, hit that little like thing, make us feel good about ourselves. Leave us a dirty comment. We'll get back to you.
Yeah, comment about anything, really. Ask questions, whatever you guys want to talk about.
Yeah. Tell me how bad I am at this. Because
No,
I love
I'm not a
hearing.
professional.
I love hearing where I can improve. Okay, so make it constructive criticism.
Oh
All
boy, you're asking for a lot now.
Oh yeah.
Like, first thing you need to do is shave that thing off your face.
First thing you need to do is quit and hire somebody else to sit in your seat. That's what they're going to tell you.
They'd be like, "Hey, haven't you heard of AI videos? They got avatars for that stuff. You got a voice for radio."
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, all right. I will catch you later, my friend.
I'll be around. Peace.
Peace out.
Thanks for watching our show. Remember to subscribe for more shows on the network. Smash the like button, share, and comment.